Soul family. Hope you all are doing good. And today's topic is what can help you to get more success in life. So I am making this video in January 2026, but whenever you come across this reading, probably there is a message for you. So let's start. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So what can help you to bring success? Okay, so probably you are going through some major transformation, because the first card that I am attracted towards while doing this reading is transformation. And probably you may not be feeling best right now with regards to this transformation. And just next to the card transformation, the card is change. So change, whenever there are changes happening, it's not very, it doesn't makes you feel very good about it. Probably, it brings out your subconscious fear on the surface, and you need to understand but the success that you want, because I have not put the cards which were signifying some messages with regards to your birth chart. So this I'll just show you once, because there was no space here. So this was 11th house, and another card was Jupiter, right? So it shows me that you have some dreams, desires which are very expansive in nature. And I feel when we have something which is very expansive in nature, that means you have been tapping into that frequency from some higher power that you believe in. Since here it is Ma Durga, I would say it could be you are a believer in Kali, Durga, or any divine feminine energy, and that desire or that inspiration or aspirations that you have are being given to you for a reason. Anything that we experiences in life are, they do have some background, they do have some deep meaning. And in your case, with Jupiter presence, it's all the more, it's about learning, growing, teaching, right? And the very first card also here, which says about the 3 stages of acquiring knowledge, and Jupiter has also come in the reading. So how you can get success is about by acquiring knowledge, by giving or sharing your knowledge, also by traveling, even if it is traveling for learning. Some of you may have traveled to learn for higher education, or you need to do that nowadays, because we are in the world of technology. It could be also learning through online medium, anything that makes you connect with people from different parts of the world. To get success in your life, you need to understand that embracing transformation, the transformative energy, will help you to not only expand yourself, but it will also help you to experience life from, I'm just trying to find the right word, because I can feel and sense the energy, but I'm just trying to put it into words. So it will be not only expansive, but it will be also bringing good fortune. Yes, the word is good fortune. It will bring good fortune to yourself. It will bring good fortune to other people also. if you want to pass on that knowledge, that understanding, or that learnings to others. Sometimes it could be you sharing with others through your work, or it could be through your presence. So first step that you have to embrace is this transformative energy and these changes that are happening without any fear. Because one of the fear you could have is of rejection, and he's holding in the card rejection, he's holding some brushes. So you could have an artistic attitude, or you may be an artist also, any kind of artist. And if you fear rejection, if you fear transformation, you are just not letting that success come towards you. So as the first card suggests, that divide, like on what stage you are currently. Are you at the very beginning level of whatever you want to do? Like for example, if you want to start painting, so are you a beginner? Are you been practicing from some time, or you are on the advanced stage? Depending on where you are, you have to take some steps to grow, to experience, and to share with others as well. Okay, the first step is embracing the change and the transformation. Second step is figuring out about on what stage or what level you are. Third is, if you need to travel for studying or connect with people from different parts of the world, please do that. And then don't fear the rejection, because every great artist knows somewhere that their work may not be appreciated by everyone, because somebody may not like that color. Or I'm just giving an example, if he or she is a painter or does painting, the choices of color they made, the portraits they made, or the landscape paintings they make, or anything they choose to make may not be appreciated by everyone. Okay, so you need to understand that there will be some rejection happening from some time and space, from some people, from somebody or the other. Okay, so embrace that. This also very much goes with this card of detachment from validation. Maybe from childhood you have been looking for some kind of validation coming from your parents, maybe from your teachers, maybe from your people, from higher authorities, or maybe from public. So you need to understand that not everyone will validate you. The biggest validation that you can get is your own validation. Okay, you have to not wait for anybody to appreciate you or validate you. You need to be like a student, irrespective of what stage you are of your learning. Be a student, be a student of life, and the more you are student of life, the more you will see that you are growing and progressing. The best thing could be also, you can see how far you have come. The shadow side that you can work probably for not looking for validation or letting go of this rejection is sacred boundaries. Probably from very young age, you may have not been very assertive. You may have taken people's opinion, people's way of I don't know, somehow I'm sensing the way the people have spoken to you. Sometimes the words could be very good, but the feeling of them speaking or saying something may have not made you feel good. So you could be, because you are an artist, you have that, at least you are a soul of an artist, so you may have high sense of understanding. You could be having clairsentient, claircognizance, or you may have like very sensitive towards people's words or tone or the language Language means the way they speak to you. And you may see or you may feel the tension, or whatever they are saying, like behind the words they speak, you may sense it. So what can help you, or what shadow work you can do, is how you can bring boundaries, how can you be more assertive. And in the rejection card, I am feeling that there are other entities as well. So ground yourself, connect to Mother Earth, connect to nature. It will help you to let go of other entities, or the energies of other entities which has disturbed you. If you want, you can take a professional help to clear the space, to clear your aura, to clear your energies where these entities are in your space, because they may, or these energies may also bring doubt in you. Because see, the body language of that artist also, he's holding his chin like he's thinking, right? So it seems like a part of you is very much into a thinking mode, and like doubtful mode, because these doubts that comes to you sometime, I feel that they may not be your own doubts. They may be doubts that are kept or given to you by others. So let go of that. On the change card, it is written, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads, your own evolution, in your own evolution. So when you will be building the boundaries, you will be also not letting your ego self stopping you. Because when will you not have boundaries? You will not have boundaries when you fear that you may upset certain people, that you want to be a good person, or you want to come across as a good person who listens to everyone, who follows everyone's beliefs or everyone's words or ideas or thought process. This also says me that keep your plans or keep your actions little hidden. You don't need to share everything with everyone. Then most important part is gratitude. Be grateful. For example, again I will take of an artist. He is an artist. If you are an artist, thank the brushes you hold, thank the canvas you have, thank if you have a space where you sit and paint, thank that space, thank that teacher, that guru who has helped you to reach here. Because Jupiter card also says the same thing, right? Good fortune, blessings, gratitude, right? The more you are in the energy of gratitude, the more you will be trusting the process, the more you will be trusting that you are on the right path. Because I think one of the lessons for you could be about how you can trust yourself more over other people, right? Because maybe from the childhood there may have not been many people who have appreciated you for what you have been doing, or what you have been experiencing, or how you have been sharing. And on the card of detachment from validation, you see the hand which is breaking the chain. So you could be breaking the chain which has been passed on to you from many generations. Maybe people in your lineage have not followed their gut feeling, have not followed their dreams, have not followed their talent or skills that they had. They may be stuck to that 9 to 5 job. I'm not saying doing 9 to 5 job is bad, okay? If you love your job, if you like to do it, and if it is a requirement for you to have money or to have keep going attitude in your life, please do it. I am not saying 9 to 5 job is bad. What I'm trying to say is suppressing or sabotaging your skills or your feelings or your art is not good. So give time, give efforts, give anything that is required to nourish that, so that you can let the transformation take over. This also says about little bit of risk factor. It's okay to take some risk in life. If you don't take risk, how will you know that it will really work for you? So take some risk. It's okay to take some risk. Of course, you don't need to abandon anybody in the process of taking risk. For example, if you have to take care of your bills or your family or your anybody, like people who are dependent on you, I'm not saying you should abandon them, because Jupiter is all about following your dharma, right? You cannot achieve anything if you are not following your dharma. So do whatever makes you to walk on the path of dharma. But one of the dharma that you have, dharma is what? Righteousness, is about yourself as well. So see how you can bring balance there. Okay. And then non-duality, which says moksha involves the realization of oneness of all existence. Oracle messages recognize the unity in diversity. All is one and you are the part of that oneness. So we are living on the planet Earth, which is a duality planet, but the message is of non-duality. That means you have to elevate yourself to such a level that the concept of duality dissolves, because only then you will be tapping into your energy of success, energy of doing art, doing something that you wanted to do and achieve success in your life. Because the more you tap into that energy of higher vibration, the more you will see that whatever art or whatever you want to do becomes very effortless. Of course, you cannot deny that in this process you need to study, you need to understand on what level of, like on what level your studies are. As I already mentioned in the starting about knowing, are you a beginner, are you in the middle of whatever you are practicing or whatever you want to do, or you are already have been practicing whatever you want to do from many years. For some of you this could be, unless you get into this learning mode, you will not know if that talent of yours, the skill of yours probably also gets more activate from another lifetime. Because it could be that you are very naturally good at something because you have practiced that from another lifetime. But to activate that in this lifetime, you need to come out of your shadow self, which is about not having boundaries and believing in what other people want you to believe in. Okay, let me just go through it if I feel anything that I need to still convey. Okay, so on the card of 11th house, it's written your circle of friends, association, freedom. So be very careful of whom you associate during this process when you are learning, growing, or when you are, get into the next level of success. Because if you don't have good people, means not the people who lie to you, okay, not the people who not being very honest or truthful to you. Good people means they are very genuine and genuinely want you to see growing, genuinely want you to have success in life. And if you feel you don't have that people, immediate people in your life, then just keep your circle small. Or if you want, just be a loner and walk on your path. people will join you, like the people who really wish well for you will join you on your journey once you start walking. But have that courage. If you are not allowing yourself to walk alone, how will you let other people, the people who really want you to grow and transform and have success, will join you? Because you are only not walking on that path. I'll just end this with an example. For example, you want to go from one city, from A city to B city, right? But you are buying the tickets for C city or for D, city D or city E, and then you are expecting why people are not believing in me, why people are not supporting me, why people are not with me, why am I not liking being here? Because you have to go for city B even if you are going there alone, because that's what your goal is. You have been probably, in the same example, like you have been maybe buying tickets for C, and then you are experiencing rejections, or you are experiencing not people validating you, because that is not where you need to go. That is not where you need to look for your success. You need to believe in yourself even when nobody believes in you, and that can happen only when you trust the process. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section anything that you want to add or anything that makes sense to you. Lots of love to you. We will connect in some other time and space. Take care. So hello beautiful souls, hope you all are doing good. So let's see a message for you. How can you get success in your life? So I'm doing this reading in January 2026, but anytime you come across this reading, there could be a message for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And very first thing, that somewhere this is also connected to set 1. So if you were confused between 1 and 2, you can go and check set 1 as well, because there was a message about non-duality over there in a different way. But yes, so here again, and if you don't want to, then it's okay. So let's see what can help you to get success. So though this is a reading about success, I have not particularly thought about only career. This could be for some people about success in relationship, because the card partnership has come. Then the card soul happy rekindle connection has come. So take what resonates. It could be for your career. This could be also for your relationship. This could be having success in both the areas of your life, irrespective of, like, it doesn't matter if it is relationship only, or it is about career, or is it about both, right? So take what makes sense. So how can you get more success? So very first thing I'm getting attracted in this reading is about find your inner child. I don't know if you are aware, but I am a therapist as well, and I cannot emphasize less on this part, that lot of our failure and success are from our childhood, because how we have experienced our childhood lays a foundation for our adult life, because lot of our struggles are the way we approach, and the way we approach life, the way we approach success or relationships. Lot of things is having the foundation, on the foundation of how our childhood was. So if you had a difficult childhood, or childhood where you, I'm just sensing that one of your parent was not very much emotionally or physically available, it could have lead to some challenges in your adult life with regards to speaking your authentic truth or speaking your truth or having balance in your work life and your home life. Okay, because there could be something about you being trying to avoid certain situations, certain experience, certain confrontations. And confrontations are not always bad. So confrontations help you to, I always say about, even here what I'm getting is about understanding how to agree with disagreements, right? And other two cards which I have not put here is in Capricorn. Okay, you may have important placements in your birth chart in Capricorn and third house. So I'm reading that as well. I'm considering these two cards as well, just to inform you. So you have to find your inner child. You have to find that part of you who have been happy, who have been experiencing, who had experienced some kind of freedom or some kind of peace, joy, love, anything, like anything that can anchor you. Because only when you have good anchor coming from your childhood, you will be able to address lot of things in your current situations, and you will be able to move forward to the next level of success. Okay, one of the things that helping or finding your inner child will also help you to find your inner charm. The very first card, which is here, this one, okay, is about cultivating your inner charm. Children by default are very charming, very loving, very kind, very innocent, right? So the more you find that parts of you who are innocent, loving, kind, the more you will be tapping into you being successful. And as I already mentioned, this could be success in career, this could be success in relationship. And as the very next card about gossip, gossip is something which is draining your energy, which is ruining your relationships, which is also ruining your partnership, which is also delaying your awakening. Not awakening, but it is delaying the process of awakening, because you are not able to tap into your inner charm because of the gossip in your space. I don't know, I'm not going into are you gossiping or people are gossiping about you, because the only reason I'm doing not getting into that energy is because it's waste of time for you. The message is it's a waste of time for you to know who is gossiping about you. You need to understand, of course, you don't need to participate in any gossip. Now this could be also gossip about your own life. So don't share problems with people where you don't get solutions, or don't keep talking about your challenges where you are not finding any resolutions, right? Take some professional help instead. That would help you more rather than just being in that. See, Capricorn energy says if your moon placement is Capricorn or you have some Saturn moon conjunction, it could be that you don't know how to express yourself. So learn that. Learn how to express yourself, how to come out of that suppressed emotion which is not letting you have balance in your life. Okay, so if you feel that you don't know how to express yourself, then it's very much high chances of as I mentioned, you may have some conjunction of Saturn Moon or Saturn Ketu also, which may have been impacting you and which may have not letting you come out of your own suppressed emotions. And as you will be connecting your inner child, you will be giving voice. Of course, third house, of course, second house is about voice, but third house is also about communication. One of the card for you is third house, so communication is the key. You may be having some talent or some skills in writing as well. If you don't, it's okay. I just feel it's a general reading, so take what makes sense. You may have some brilliant ideas, but how are you executing your ideas is very important, because the topic is all about how to get success, right? How you will get success. So one of the things that you need to understand is, to get success, you need to tap into your ideas. You need to take that step. You need to be very authentic with your ideas. Because see, in the first card, Master of My Life, and the last card, Truth, both has something to do with authenticity. The more you are authentic, the more you will get success. Of course, the process will be little slow, I feel, because again, why slow? One, Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is all about Saturn energy. It's a slow moving energy. Plus it is also about Saturn. It's like, you may be going through your Saturn Mahadasha as well, or Sadesati, or some important conjunction happening with Saturn. So transit happening in Saturn, because right now Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is also about emotions, and the more you are letting go of your emotions which are not serving you, you will be finding more peace in your life. If some difficulty in your relationships, you will be also having some rekindling with your connections, with your partners, with your loved ones. This could be also having partnership with your career or people in your career. So it could be about having some meaningful connections where you and that other person is growing together and getting towards the success. In the set 1, I have mentioned about non-duality. Something I'll mention here as well. We are on the planet of duality. Duality is all about two sides of the same coin, right? But here it is saying about non-duality, which is about rising beyond duality. Rising beyond duality is about connecting with the divine which is perfect, which is on the higher frequency. And it same goes with the truth is always on the higher frequency. That is another reason not everybody will like you if you are speaking your truth or you are being authentic. Some people may just dislike you even if you have not done anything. You have to just let go of them and not pay very much attention to it. And non-duality here says about you tapping into your inner divine and also being human at the same time, which is again goes with the balance. The more you allow yourself to be authentic and have this non-duality approach, because ultimately we all are one, so the more you will do that, the more success you will get. Also, the Truth card has a message: living in alignment with the truth is essential for liberation. Oracle message: speak and live your truth. Authenticity is a key to freedom. The more you will do that, the more liberate you will be. Third house here is also about some short-term trips or plans, like traveling plans, which will help you to focus more. It will help you to find who you are or what you want in life. So suppose if you are not very clear with exactly what you want in life, some short trip will help you to focus on your own self, focus on your priorities. It will help you to, because see, Capricorn people, I also have prominent placement of Capricorn, so I know Capricorn people are very, very hardworking. I'm not saying I am hardworking, I'm saying if you have Capricorn, you are a very hardworking person. Capricorn is all about, they keep going, they keep doing something or the other, right? Without focusing on, what they have already achieved. There is always a next plan, which is a good thing, but then it has the shadow side that it may make you feel exhausted or tired. So take rest, take break, and travel if you want. Travel with your partner if you want. If you are in a relationship, travel with that person so that you can have more me time with each other, and more you can understand each other more. Other shadow side that you can work is on your intuition, which is about spirit awakening. Sit with the shadow. It's the way to enlightenment. What is shadow in this case? I'm just giving an example. For example, you are not liking in a particular setup. For example, in your office, you don't like certain people, and they keep poking you, they keep finding faults in you, they keep troubling you or making it difficult for you, and you don't know why it is happening. So when we say shadow self, it comes from some part of you which has created that outer experience. So for example, that people who are doing that, like kind of bullying you, you have to address if in the childhood you were bullied, you had experienced something similar from from your colleagues. In certain cases in therapies we have seen that sometimes even parents are bullies. So if you connect to that parts of you who have experienced that in the childhood, the more you connect with that younger self and allow that younger self to play, to come out, to connect with you once again as an adult of today, the more you will be allowing that energy to flow and let go of that feeling of fear, humiliation, or embarrassment. So connect with the younger self, connect with your shadow self. There is nothing to fear with your shadows. I always mention that shadows, when you do shadow work, you are actually on a treasure hunt. You don't know what you are going to find, but you are definitely going to find some kind of treasure. So do the shadow work. I would suggest go with a professional, but you can sit with it. You can do some meditations every day and connect with it. You can also do some chakra meditation, which will also help you to connect with your shadow and let go of whatever is not working. In the non-duality card and the partnership card, when I feel that it could be also you having a partnership with the divine, because whatever good or higher frequency thoughts, ideas, beliefs you have, the idea of success you want or you have, is not coming to you by chance. It is something that has been long planted in you by you and with your spirit guides or with the divine energies or divine entities that you believe in. Okay, it's a matter of time, it's a matter of putting efforts in the right direction that you can achieve that. And on the card of Master of my life, the alien figure, you know, you may find yourself feeling you are alien here. Because you may feel that you have no interest in gossip, you have no interest in certain people, but you are again and again put into that circumstances or in that situation where you have to deal with them. So the more you speak your truth, even if you find yourself alien, the more you will be able to grow and have success. But of course, you need to become very comfortable with being alone or being lonely. If you are not very comfortable of being alone or being lonely, you may have people who may not have best of interest, but you will not be able to grow out of it. And when I say being alone, that doesn't mean you have to leave your people behind, you have to leave your family, you have to leave your responsibilities. What I mean is alone is being comfortable with people who don't understand you. So when I say alone means not living alone, I mean if you can, maybe, but what I mean is being on your journey even when you feel that nobody understands you, specifically your partner or your wife or your husband or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is, or a business partner. Here when I say being alone is being comfortable being on your own without looking for support or without looking for understanding, like looking for an understanding coming from the other person. The more you do that, the more you will see yourself, I don't know, suddenly I'm feeling you will feel that you are more happy, you are more aligned and connected with your partner and with the divine plan as well. Here the person is on the balance card is also practicing yoga pose and doing I believe there is this yoga when we do with with the strings and all. I think, I don't know, some kind of yoga we call as. So maybe you can focus more on practicing some kind of yoga, because see, in 3 cards the person is sitting in some yogic form. One is balance, then spirit awakening, and then non-duality. So there is definitely something to do with practicing meditation and practicing yoga. That will help you. Let me see if anything else I can. Okay, so here in the card of in Capricorn, it is said about your goals, the day-to-day reality of use the most business-like way resulting from rules imposed by. So discipline is very important. The more you follow the discipline, the more you will be able to experience success. And of course, as I already mentioned about taking some short-term trip will help you. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if this reading has brought some insights to you. And see you soon. Lots of love. Thank you. Hello beautiful soul family. If you have chosen 3, set 3, this is a message for you. And this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's see what is the message for you, for what can help you to get success, or how the success will come to you. So one of the most synchronized reading I am having now, because when I was arranging the cards I saw lot of similar messages are repeating in this set. So let's see, because 2 important message about decluttering and guidance, both if you see there is repetitions of messages. So I'll go with the flow. Whatever message comes and whatever makes sense, you take it. Apart from this, there are two other cards which I have not kept here, which is about 6th house, and another card is in Leo. You may have prominent placements in Leo. Your Leo could be placed in 6th house, or sun placement could be also very important, or some placements in Leo sign could be important. So the very first message as is very like popping out is about decluttering. And this could be if you don't have clutter at your house or your office or your workplace. This could be the clutter of emotions, thoughts, ideas, beliefs coming from the past experiences that you are carrying with you and they are not helping you anymore. And because the guidance card has come twice, I feel this pile is also very intuitive. They know that they need to let go. They know that, because self-realization card is also there. So you are very much aware that you need to let go. You need to trust your inner instinct and go on the path of your whatever your inner guidance is saying to you. Probably what lacking could be about in you could be, I don't know, you may be aware of it, but I'm just mentioning because this is a very important important message that you need to see. Again, as I'm saying, you need to, I understand that you are aware. I am not denying the fact that you are aware, or you are not realized it, but you need to understand that if you don't take actions to let go of your clutter, how will you go to the next level of success? How will you get, or how will you make space for better? When we eliminate something which is unnecessary, you are creating space for better. You are creating space for better experience, better people, better it could be even for money. So if you have something which, for example, if you don't want or you don't need certain clothes or certain items, if you donate, if you let go, you will obviously make space for new experience, for new people, for new objects or new things. And with the card trickery, I feel that mind is playing game with you, and you need to ground yourself and connect with Mother Earth to help you that it's okay if I let go. It is safe for me to let go. And with the 6th house is all about service, right? It's about serving. So while donating, if it is physical objects, you are also letting other people use it, so that it is essential for them to use that items or to use that thing. And if it is emotions, you are not only setting yourself free, but you are also setting people involved who have done wrong to you. You are setting them free. And the more you set them free, the more you set yourself free, the more you will be tapping into the energy of change that brings lot of love, abundance in your life. It will also help you to pause. It will help you to reflect. It will help you to grow or even outgrow. The shadow that you need to work is about shame and guilt, compassion, acceptance. Feel them without judgment. So shame and guilt, feel them without judgment. Mistakes do not define your worth. So whatever wrong that has happened through you, any kind of mistake, any kind of thing that you feel that you shouldn't have done, doesn't define you, doesn't define your life, doesn't define your circumstances. I'm feeling this feeling like, very strong feeling that you have got this life, very, very precious life. to, or I would say for self-realization, to liberate your soul, to liberate yourself. Don't waste this life on your past experience or people who had made you felt bad about yourself. And if you feel you have done something which you shouldn't have done, now you ask the universe to help you how to, like what is the redemption for it, rather than staying in the guilt or just cursing yourself on and off for doing wrong or things going wrong. You have to ask for redemption and walk on that path, because sixth house is about serving. So if you have done something wrong, for example, if you have done something wrong to one of your family member, see now how you can serve your family in a better manner. What have you learned? What have you learned about yourself? What have you learned about the other person? Are you really cherishing that person in your life? So if that family member is your mother or your father or your wife or a husband or your child, are you cherishing them if they are here on the planet Earth? And if they are not here on the planet Earth anymore, you have to all the more cherish people around you. You are not here by chance. This life is not given to you like by fluke. It is nothing is by chance on the planet Earth. Everything is very, very perfectly planned by the divine. It is very, very perfectly aligned with the divine. You have to understand that mistakes don't define you. They don't define your worth. So if you feel, as I was giving example, you have done something wrong to your mother or your father, serve them. Do what you can do for them. And anybody, if your parents are not here or your grandparents, if it is your grandparent, they are not here, then do something for old people. There are a lot of old age homes. Go there, serve them. If you don't want to do with that, sixth house is also about pets or animals. You can do something for animals. You can do something for children. You can do something for the environment or the society. Because the more you serve, the more you will be aligning yourself to let go of whatever is not serving you, and the more you will attract success in your life. And if you have done something at your job or your workplace, then see what have you learned and how you can do better and how you can serve the work that has been assigned to you by the divine, irrespective of what profession you are in, right? Then it says money matters. Express, save, cut cost, resource, plan ahead, and make an informed choice. Invest your money wisely. Okay, so some of you may have some shame, guilt around money. They may have lost money. They may have lost certain investments, and that could be little shameful for you. But you need to understand that whatever has happened now. You can't do anything about it. You need to understand that what have you learned from it? What have you what were you thinking when you were investing that money? Was any kind of greed, any kind of trickstery was involved by any other person? For example, somebody has tricked you. So you have to see what were you thinking when that person has tricked you. Were you also having some form of greed or some kind of, if it is a close one or a person whom you didn't knew, but you fall for that, whatever they were playing games with you, then you have to understand why was your emotions not very stable during that time, that you were not able to stand for what you believed in. Not that you have to blame yourself. You are a human, and humans are allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes is not an excuse for doing wrong. Mistake is about taking accountability and not repeating it. So are you taking the accountability and not repeating it? That's what you have to bring the balance or that kind of lesson in your life. The more you do that, the more you will change everything for yourself. Leo. Taking a chance of self-confidence. Okay, you may have lost your self-confidence as well because of whatever has happened in the past. So to have more confidence, it is important that you bring an attitude of being, again I would say, being in the energy of how you can serve. And exact opposite to 6th house is 12th house. 12th house is about liberation, it's about freedom, it's about loss, right? So if you come to an understanding that loss was something that, now this could be loss of money because the card is about money matters, but for some people it could be loss of some people or certain relationships as well, or losing a part of yourself. So you have to see that how and that whole thing, like how that whole thing has helped you to evolve, how that whole thing has helped you to tap into your inner guidance more. You could be a person who believe or who listen to other people more when it comes to taking guidance. So I'm not saying it is bad to take other people's guidance. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't be dependent totally on other people for guidance. You need to tap into your own inner guidance as well. And on the very first card, it is mentioned about that, spirits are taking care behind the scenes. So if you have any feeling of taking revenge or taking, like being very angry on people who have played games with you or whatever, you see, if you want to take any action, you can. But what I see from this card is that the divine energy is already working behind the scene. You don't need to worry about it. Okay, you need to just focus on your life. You need to focus on what you can let go, what you can work on with regards to self-realization. Okay, any other message? So I'm getting more attracted to this message, which says creating beauty and functionality through a focus on essential elements, stripping away excess and avoiding clutter. Declutter your workspace today and let only the essentials stay. When you let only essentials stay, you will become more functional. You will be able to focus more. You will be able to adapt more. You will be able to move in a right direction more. Just imagine you are in a room where there is lot of clutter and the light is switched off or there is no light, it's a dark room. Do you think that the movement will be flowy? Like you will flow with, like you will walk into that room with the flow, you will be able to walk into that room with the flow, or you will be feeling stuck, or you may get hurt, right? Obviously you will get hurt if the room is cluttered. And on the other side, just imagine that even if you are not very clear, which suppose the light is not there but the room is having no clutter, don't you think the movement will be more better? It will be more in control and in charge for you. So maybe you are waiting for the right time, which is okay, which is fine. You can wait for the right time, but for the right reasons as well. Okay, And the more you will prioritize your own life and your own success, the better you will experience life. And here also I would like to mention, sometimes success is not what we want. I don't know, somewhere I'm feeling that the idea of success that you want and the idea of success what universe wants to give you is very different. So please take your time to process this if it makes sense to you, because many times we are stuck with certain idea that will make us feel safe or that makes us feel successful. But in this case I feel that the more you will trust the divine guidance and the divine energy, the more you will see yourself in a better space, in a better way. Because what or how universe wants to give you and what you want is two different things. So I would say just be very open minded as well with regards to the idea of success, and let go of your shame. If people have made you felt bad about yourself, or they have shamed you or bullied you, trust me, when people do that to others, it comes from their low self-esteem. It is nothing to do with you. Something is wrong with them and nothing is wrong with you. It's just that they have been bullied and they bully you. So connect with that younger self and let that shame, guilt go. Okay? Anything else? If you're planning to shift for self-employment or you want to do some business, I would say, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go for it, but I would say do with an attitude of serving if you are planning. And if you are planning to go for the job, that seems more better right now. So I don't know if that was a question in your mind, but because see, 6th house is all about job and doing the service. But many people want to do some business. I don't know if you want to, but if you want to do that, you need to do with an idea of being a servant to your clients or to the society or to the universe. Only then you will be able to grow from there, if you want to. And if you want to do the job, do it with lot of confidence, do it with lot of love, put everything that you want to put into it, like hard work, your skills, your ideas. Value that first from your side, and then you will see other people will value you. I feel you are one of the soul who is being guided by the universe by different ways. You just need to tap into it, and probably this message was just an assurance coming to you that things will be fine, you will be fine, everything will work at the end of the day. Lots of love to you. Take care. Bye bye. Do mention in the comment section if you found anything insightful from this reading. Take care.